Now, one thing on we talk about the whole food, plant-based, and in fact, actually, I have a group of diabetic patients that I'm helping to really get, manage appropriately, even possibly reverse their diabetes. And the
Yes.
question is, they keep asking all these questions. They come to the point where they think like, then what am I going to eat? Because they're used to this hyperpalatable, hyperstimulant food. And then you say, these are not good for you. Now it's like, then what are we going to do? So how do you assist your patients who are struggling, who are faced with this difficulty in transition into healthy eating? How do you help them, deal with those challenges?
Yes, it is challenging. And it's exactly what you say. These ultra processed foods are designed to make us want to eat more and more and not
More of
stop.
them, yeah.
They are highly palatable, high sugar, high fat, lots of
Mm, mm,
additives. Yes. So it's very challenging for people. And then, of course, there's all the emotional triggers as well
true.
that surface and the cravings. Yes. So people do struggle. I I try to help people to, well, first of all, you need to meet them where they are as well. So if someone
Mm,
is not quite ready to make the changes, then all you can really do is to support them
support them.
and to
Mm,
be there when they are ready, to provide the
mm,
information, but
mm,
to realize that they've got to want to do it and take the first
yeah,
steps.
yeah.
But once they are ready, then helping them to be more aware of their emotional triggers,
Mm,
to journals. I think that keeping a food diary can be very helpful just for a short while as well, to make people aware, not just to keep a diary of food, but also to correlate that with their mood, what else is going on in their lives, the stresses, how much sleep they got that night, the previous night, just to really make them aware of the whole picture. That can be very helpful. And then the other important thing I find is to bring in the family. So important to have family and friends supporting you. Very difficult to make a change when your family are, ridiculing you or
yeah, sure.
pressurizing you
Mm,
into,
mm,
well, this is our culture. We don't eat like that. This is how you're
mm,
supposed to. It's yeah. So
yeah.
I find that the more I can bring in the entire family and get support for the patient, the better.
Definitely. No, that's actually a brilliant answer. I mean, as a family as a whole, then it becomes easier. It's unfortunate that you find it's only one person who want to change. And I may say, men are the better patients. Men, they will be the last, the ones to even needing for help. You find it's a woman who say, hey, let me actually change this, and a man doesn't want to do it. Especially I'll talk about in South Africa, and this is something in the background of Africans like and you cannot be a man if you don't eat meat. You
Yes.
have to eat, which kind of becomes a major problem.
Yes, absolutely. And it's usually the woman who cooks the food as well. So if you are
Mm,
trying to
mm.
help a male patient, it's very important that you then bring in the person who's going to be doing the cooking.
Because maybe once it is made, then he's gonna eat it. All right. So the one other thing, of course, we talk about this food for our health, but also the we need to think of our environment. I think we need to educate our patient on what other steps probably the patient they need to be aware of, so that when they choose a certain dietary approach, to know that it is sustainable for them, but also for the sustainability of our environment.
I totally agree with you. And in my mind, honestly, I don't think we have a choice. If we're going
Mm.
to save this planet, we
Yeah.
need to start looking at sustainable dietary patterns, and the only one there
Mhm.
is a whole food plant-based diet. I
Mm.
Animal agriculture, as you probably are aware, accounts for, it's the biggest industry. It accounts for the majority of greenhouse gas emissions
Yeah.
and causes deforestation. And yeah,
Yeah,
there's just no
definitely.
way that we can continue the way
This
we
way.
are. And yes, I think that has to be at the forefront of our minds. And we've
Mm.
actually got, sorry, to go back to the South African Lifestyle Medicine Association again, but we
Yes,
have
yes.
a webinar coming up in the next couple of months exactly on this topic. So I
Mm.
do,
Mm.
if anyone's interested, yeah, do encourage people to look out for that one and come and listen to it. It's going to be so interesting.
Of course. And we're going to just leave the link of the website in our bio so that people actually can go and join and be able to take advantage of all this opportunity.